You're on.
I'm on. All right. Welcome to,
Hey.
sorry, that was really loud. Welcome
No,
to
you're
week
fine.
10 in review, week 11 preview. We're coming down to the end.
This is it, folks. One more week, and then we're into the playoff round. So,
Unbelievable. All right. Let's start it off with my beating that I
ooh,
took from Mama's hand,
little
much
spanking
like
there.
the doggy that likes to jump up or uh, well, no, she never hit you. Yeah, much like the dog who likes to jump up too much. I got a knee to the chest in the way of 187 points to my measly 105.
Yeah, she put a whooping on you. It was bad enough before Russell Wilson and Baldwin came along to beat you down to nothing, but Wilson with 34, my goodness. Devontae Adams with 23. Baldwin with 29. Kenny Britt for 19. Pretty dang good. Le'Veon Bell, can't forget him for 34. So she brought the
Yeah,
wood for sure. And
yeah,
unfortunately, you were the one that was the recipient of said wood. You had a nice day with Pro Se. What a great pickup there, right, for 22?
yeah.
Right? And
Who was
Julio
it?
Pro Se?
Pro se?
Proce? Procese?
Precise.
Procise. I
Who's
don't know.
pro se?
I didn't watch. I'm
He
sorry.
played at Notre Dame last year. He's a
Did he?
rookie.
Is that the only
Yeah,
reason why you knew him?
yeah,
You just lucked into him because he went to Notre Dame. Julio
yeah.
Jones with a nice 25. Willie Snead for 21. All that was good. You left a bit on the bench with Bilal Powell, but how were you to know that? Same thing with Floyd, but I don't think either of them
Wouldn't
would
have
have got you.
mattered.
Yeah, not to that much. And stupid redheaded Ginger gets you at 13.7. Never trust a Ginger. Who's next?
Next, we have Wowzers, a close one, for whom
Oh,
Odell Tolles loses to his son the punishment due by a score of 116.5 to 116.9. Oh my goodness.
if I was to equate this to a game that we watched this weekend, it would much be like the Dallas and Pittsburgh game. Back and forth all the way to the end, and then at the end, just squeaks on by. Now, of course, the guy ran through a giant parted hole that was our defensive line for a score, but still, it's applicable with Mr. Punishment due just getting enough to beat Daddy down. And it must have killed old Jay to be watching ODB, his namesake for the team, Monday night getting closer, closer, closer. I didn't quite get there. What a great game. Todd comes in
Wow.
with Cam Newton for 25.
Less
Nobody
than half
else
a point.
around there.
Less than
Exactly.
half a point.
Exactly. Jason had ODB for 25.7. Boy, if it was only a few more points there. And Demarius Thomas for 22. The rest of his team, which is kind of eh.
He
So,
drafted ODB? Old
yeah.
dirty bastard?
Yes, yeah, that was his first pick. That's why he named his team, right? ODB.
I was thinking of someone else.
Don't bite our shit.
That's I
Exactly.
told you back on the Cuba Lake
We
album.
told you on the Cuba Link album. All right, so what's next, Jack?
Next, we have the Gentleman's Four Quarterlies. Continues like her brother on a slide. Loses to the team who turned it around. Champ Crusher's crew, 166 to 123.
Kevin Clemens has been doing a very good job of riding the hot hand for the most part when it comes to quarterbacks. He used to be a guy that would, latch on to Peyton Manning's leg and just hold on the entire season. He's swinging it around now. He's got Marcus Mariota in there, who I believe was a cast-off adjacent team, for 36.6. That guy's playing some great ball. Brandon Cooks for 18 points. Delaney Walker, nice to see you again for 29.1. Baltimore's defense, oh my goodness. Do you just pick any defense against Cleveland now? 21.1. That's a big score for a defense. Your poor sister, man, having a rough go. That Jay Ajay dude who had scored what? He's had like 200-yard games or something incredible like that or
Yeah,
something. Just something
yeah,
crazy. He got 9. It's like, dude, where
yeah.
were you? AJ Green can only get her 19. Kyle Rudolph from
Notre Dame.
17. And I like how she's going with her 2 starting tight ends and Tyler Eifert, but Tyler Eifert didn't even crack 15. So rough day out there for Terry on the gridiron.
Where
Who's
did Tyler
next?
Eifert go to school?
Notre Dame!
That's right. Okay,
Who's
next
next?
up, we've got Voldemort, who squeaked one out. It was actually a close one. He defeats the Jerk Store 143 to 137.
That's a heartbreaker for Crystal because she had Big Ben going on for
Yeah,
37.4. Larry Fitzgerald, best butt in football, never gets old apparently, 27.3. Curley from San Francisco making a nice resurgence for 19 points. But Voldy comes in 27 from the scrappy Phillip Rivers. Landry only gets him 11. Benjamin 13. Humphreys 10. But again, it's those small ones that added up for a bad day for Crystal. Sorry about that, Crystal. What's next?
Yeah. Next, we've got the champ, 166 over Chalupa Batman, taking out his school buddy from the old days, 129 for Chalupa Batman. I think you guys are both at 6 and 4.
I think you're right. You got to protect your neck when you're coming into the Thunderdome, baby. Who run Bartertown? The champ runs Bartertown. Drew Brees for 29. Jordy Nelson for 32. Cameron Brave for 21. AB in a stunning loss to the Cowboys for 37. On the other side, Chalupa Loop. Matt Ryan, thank God he was quiet this week. He only had 16.7. He did have Williams from San Diego, who would not stop scoring in the afternoon game. That really made me paranoid at 27.5. And Brandon McManus is the kicker for 13, but not enough to do it. Who's next, Jack?
Next, in the final game of the week, I feel terrible for my better half. The Malibu Stacy's put up a score that would have toppled all but 2 teams this week. Unfortunately, she faced one of those said teams. The Wild Poopers rack up a whopping 194.5 to Malibu Stacy's extremely respectable 169.
More than
but
respectable.
Lost.
More
Yeah,
than
but
respectable.
lost.
No, she had a great game, but she ran into the buzzsaw that was the duo of Dak Sabbath for 28.8 and Ezekiel Elliott for 44. Right there, you're in trouble. Robinson has a huge day for 29. Stephon Diggs, apparently Minnesota's only target for wide receiver, 31.6, and the Miami defense getting 17. That's a tough row to hoe. And just dismal performance. I mean, Pittsburgh used to be known for their defense. Apparently not anymore. We just let these guys roll up on us like.
Did you hear? I think I told you this, but the rest of the league, supposedly Ezekiel Elliott came out and said a quote that the Steelers' defense or their defensive line parted like the Red Sea.
They did. It was horrible. And right before that play, I'm watching it, and I'm like, why are we all lined up on the right side? Don't we want to protect? Oh, no, there he goes. I'm like, you idiots. I'm like,
how long was it?
It wasn't that long, but it was like they were in field goal range. There was hardly any time left. But
yeah.
All we had to do was at least hold them to see if maybe they missed the field goal. Who knows what happens, right? We've seen other field goals get blocked. Something might happen. But instead of just staying in, we were trying to get a sack or push him back further by getting a blitz on the other side. But I'm like, no, you got to contain. We haven't been able to contain his run all day. Why would we think we could do it now, right?
Yeah.
So just stupid on our defense part.
And you and Jay didn't get together?
No. I actually told him that I didn't want to do that because my lady was nice enough to hold.
I read that. Yeah.
So I passed, but I invited him over because I said the odds are they're going to show a lot of them in the red zone, which they did. And he's so stubborn. No, I didn't. He sat there with ESPN and just hit refresh to see what plays there were. So I'm just mocking him on the board, and he's like, "What play just happened?" He's watching it on that. So get with the times, yo. He's almost as bad as you.
I feel for him. I've had to do that once. Luckily, I follow a college team that's usually on TV, but I've had to do that ESPN thing. It's ridiculous. Okay.
Guys are insane.
How about some standings?
Hit the standings. We got less than 2 minutes. I'm going to stop this at 10, and we'll switch to another one. But we can get the standings in. Go ahead.
Okay, Baltimore still on top, 8-2, and then we've got a 4-way tie for second place at 6-4. We've got Odell Tolles, followed closely by the Champs, then the Wild Poopers, and finally Chalupa Batman. There is a 1-2-3-way tie for 6th. That would be the Malibu Stacy's, the Braille Bombers, thanks to me, and the Champ Crushers crew turned this season around and may just make the playoffs. Bringing up the bottom is, we've got Todd alone in 9th, and then a 3-way tie for 10th. The bottom of the heap, again like last year, I may face Crystal in the bottom bracket. It's Crystal, the 4 Quarterlies, and in dead last, the bottom of the list,
it's Camp
Krusty.
Wah, wah, wah. You'll be going up for the Sacco this year. All right, so let's we will sign off from now. I'll talk a little about the standings when we come back because we're getting tight on time, but we'll do a little of the standings and we'll come right back. So pause for these commercial messages.
We'll be back.